Have you ever looked up at the night sky and seen a dazzling bright star that doesn't seem to twinkle? Chances are you're not looking at a star at all. You're looking at a planet, and most likely it's Venus, often called Earth's sister planet. Venus is the brightest natural object in our sky after the sun and moon, but don't let its beautiful, serene appearance fool you. Beneath its shimmering clouds lies a world of extreme conditions, a true hellscape that's one of the most fascinating and terrifying places in our solar system. Today, we're going on a journey to uncover the secrets of this mysterious world. Why is it so bright? What's hiding under those thick clouds? And why did this planet, so similar in size to our own, turn out so dramatically different? Let's dive in and explore the fiery, beautiful, and deadly world of Venus. First, let's talk about why Venus is often called Earth's twin. If you put Earth and Venus side by side, they'd look like a pretty good match. Venus is only slightly smaller than Earth, about 95% of Earth's diameter, and has about 81% of Earth's mass. They're both rocky terrestrial planets, formed in the same neighborhood of the solar system around the same time. You'd think, given these similarities, Venus might be a pleasant, habitable world, right? Well, that's what scientists once thought too. For centuries, Venus was imagined as a lush, tropical paradise, maybe even teeming with life. Science fiction was filled with stories of swampy Venusian jungles and exotic creatures. But when our technology finally allowed us to peek beneath the veil of its clouds, the reality we found was shocking. Venus isn't a paradise, it's a furnace. The surface of Venus is the hottest of any planet in our solar system, even hotter than Mercury, which is much closer to the Sun. The average temperature on Venus is a staggering 465 degrees Celsius, or about 870 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot enough to melt lead. So, what makes Venus so incredibly hot? The answer lies in its atmosphere. Venus has a thick, toxic atmosphere composed almost entirely of carbon dioxide, with clouds of sulfuric acid. This dense blanket of CO2 creates an extreme runaway greenhouse effect. Sunlight passes through the atmosphere and heats the surface, but the heat can't escape back into space. It gets trapped, causing the planet's temperature to soar. The atmospheric pressure on the surface is also crushing, over 90 times that of Earth's. Standing on Venus would feel like being a kilometer deep in our ocean. No human could survive it. Let's talk about a day and a year on Venus, because it gets really weird. A year on Venus, the time it takes to orbit the Sun, is about 225 Earth days. Here's the crazy part. A single day on Venus, meaning one full rotation on its axis, is longer than its year. It takes 243 Earth days for Venus to spin around just once. So, on Venus, a day is longer than a year. But wait, it gets even stranger. Venus rotates backward compared to most other planets in the solar system, including Earth. This is called retrograde rotation. So, if you could stand on the surface of Venus, you would see the sun rise in the west and set in the east. Why does it spin so slowly and backwards? Scientists aren't entirely sure, but a leading theory is that a massive collision with a large asteroid or planetoid early in its history knocked it off kilter and reversed its spin. Now, what about those famous clouds? The clouds of Venus are not made of water vapor like on Earth. They are thick layers of sulfuric acid droplets, stretching from about 48 to 60 kilometers above the surface. These clouds are so thick and reflective that they bounce about 75% of the sunlight that hits them back into space, which is why Venus appears so brilliantly bright in our sky. But they also completely hide the surface from our view in visible light. To see what's really down there, we have to use radar. Several missions, most notably NASA's Magellan spacecraft in the early 1990s, used radar to map the surface of Venus in incredible detail. And what they found was a volcanic world. The surface of Venus is dominated by volcanic features. We're talking thousands upon thousands of volcanoes. Some are small shield volcanoes, while others are massive mountains. The largest volcano on Venus, Marot Mons, is about 8 kilometers high, comparable to some of the highest mountains on Earth. Most of the surface is covered in smooth volcanic plains formed by vast lava flows that erupted and paved over older terrain. Unlike Earth, Venus doesn't seem to have plate tectonics, the process that moves our continents and recycles crust. Instead, it's thought that heat builds up beneath the crust over millions of years until it bursts through in massive, planet-wide volcanic events that resurface the entire globe. Some scientists believe Venus might still be volcanically active today. With evidence of recent lava flows and fluctuations in sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere, a gas often associated with volcanic eruptions. So, could life exist on Venus? With a surface hot enough to melt lead and crushing pressure, life as we know it is pretty much impossible on the ground. But for decades, some scientists, including the famous astronomer Carl Sagan, have speculated about the possibility of life in the clouds. High up in the Venusian atmosphere, around 50 kilometers in altitude. The temperature and pressure are surprisingly Earth-like. Here, temperatures range from about 30 to 70 degrees Celsius, and the pressure is similar to sea level on Earth. Could microbes, tiny floating organisms, survive in this niche, feeding on chemicals in the atmosphere? It's a tantalizing idea. In 2020, a team of astronomers announced the detection of a gas called phosphine in the Venusian clouds. On Earth, phosphine is almost exclusively produced by biological processes. This discovery caused a huge stir, but it's highly debated. Follow-up studies have been inconclusive, and many scientists believe the signal could have been caused by other chemical processes or even an error in the data. The question of life in the clouds of Venus remains one of the most exciting unsolved mysteries in our solar system. Humanity's exploration of Venus has been a story of both triumph and failure. The intense conditions make it an incredibly difficult planet to study up close. In the 1960s and 70s, The Soviet Union's Venera program was a series of ambitious missions to land on Venus. Many of the early probes were crushed, melted, or failed on their way down, but they persisted, and eventually several Venera landers successfully reached the surface. Venera 9 sent back the first ever image from the surface of another planet in 1975, showing a flat, rocky landscape. Later landers, like Venera 13 and 14, managed to survive for a little longer, transmitting color photos and analyzing the soil before succumbing to the extreme heat and pressure. The longest any lander has ever survived on the surface is just over 2 hours. These missions were heroic feats of engineering, giving us our only direct glimpses of this hellish world. And the fascination with Venus isn't over. After a period of relative quiet, several new missions are being planned to revisit our twisted sister. NASA has 2 missions on the books: Veritas, which will be an orbiter designed to map the surface in higher resolution to understand its geology, and Da Vinci Plus, a probe that will actually descend through the thick atmosphere, sampling the gases and taking pictures as it goes. The European Space Agency is also sending an orbiter called Envision. These missions aim to answer fundamental questions. Did Venus ever have oceans? What happened to its water? Is it still volcanically active? And of course, could there be signs of life in its clouds? The next decade promises to be a golden age for Venus exploration, peeling back the layers of this mysterious planet. So, while Venus may be a terrifying and inhospitable world, it also serves as a crucial cosmic laboratory. By studying why Venus turned into a runaway greenhouse inferno, we can learn valuable lessons about our own planet's climate. Earth and Venus started out so similarly, but they took drastically different paths. Understanding the tipping points in a planet's climate system is more important now than ever as we grapple with climate change here on Earth. Venus is a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of how fragile a planetary environment can be. It shows us what can happen when a greenhouse effect goes completely out of control, from its dazzling appearance in our twilight sky to the crushing, searing reality on its surface. Venus is a planet of extremes and contradictions. It's Earth's twin, yet its complete opposite. It's beautiful from afar, but deadly up close. It holds secrets about the formation of our solar system, the potential for life in unexpected places, and the delicate balance that makes a planet habitable. The next time you spot that brilliant light hanging in the evening or morning sky, take a moment to think about the incredible, violent, and mysterious world that lies beneath those shining clouds. A world that we are only just beginning to understand. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey to Venus. If you enjoyed this cosmic exploration, do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of our universe. What other planets or space topics do you want to learn about? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep looking up.